We're going to look at components here, do a quick reminder on what components are on a vector, and then talk about how they're used to break down or kind of analyze forces. So, as a quick reminder, trigonometry may be used to break a vector into components. So a vector into components. So that's if you have, a vector off like this with some angle theta here and it's some force, you can break that into a horizontal component and a vertical component where you have f cosine theta will be your horizontal component. Sorry, that shouldn't say an x there. Let me relabel this. So again, trigonometry can break a vector into components. So if you've got a vector like this, with just some force, and like I said, it's at some angle theta, you can break that into a horizontal and a vertical component, where you have Fy equals F sine theta, and an Fx equals F cosine theta. And what I want you to note here is they don't necessarily have to be horizontal and vertical. So if, say, I was, and this will be where it mainly comes up, if I was on some ramp here, and I had some downward force, like this, I could break that into a force that points down the ramp and a force that points into the ramp. So again, this was my F, and that means this is F sine theta, and this is F cosine theta. So I just want to point out you can break it into whatever direction you want, as long as you know one of the sides. You can use trigonometry to find the other parts. Oh, and one thing that should be noted here, I forgot. Components should never show up on a free body diagram. We never put components on a free body diagram. We only put strict pure forces. So if you want to do component work, do that separate from your free body diagram. So as just a quick example here, a shopper pushes their cart at an angle of 30 degrees below horizontal. How much forward force do they exert? So if they're pushing at a 30 degree below the horizontal, that's here. We need to pushes their cart with, we'll say, 20 newtons at an angle of 40 degrees. So the angle, we've got force equals 20 newtons. We want to find the horizontal component here. And we know that it's 30 degrees below horizontal. So the force horizontal will equal F cosine theta, which in other words is going to be 20 newtons times cosine of 30 degrees. So whatever that is, you can kind of work that out. But here's an example of just, breaking it into its components.